Here are 10 things that new chess players rated 400 to 800 always do wrong. Just about every chess beginner makes the same errors, and it should be really easy to fix these problems and get a rating of 1000. Here goes. Tip 1. Learn real openings. Do not try to make up your own special openings. Nobody does that, not even Magnus Carlsen. If you learn a real opening, your pawns will be tidier and your king will be safer. If you don't learn one, you could end up in a total mess, and that is when the game gets much harder, even for higher-rated players. If you don't have the time and effort to learn a real chess opening, please check out my video about the simple fianchetto opening that can be used for white and black and takes just a few minutes to learn. I will post the link in the comments. Tip 2. Control the center of the board. It is important to control the 4 middle squares, which are e4, d4, e5, and d5. For that reason, the 2 most common opening moves by white are e4 and d4. Hi everyone, quick request. If you enjoy chess or find this video helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel. But here's the cool part. By subscribing, you can connect with me on chess.com or Lichess, and I'll personally review your games and offer personalized chess advice, totally free of charge. And if you're not happy with the tips or advice, you can always unsubscribe later. So, why not give it a shot? Your support helps the channel grow, and I'd love to help you take your chess skills to the next level. Thanks so much for listening, and enjoy the rest of the video. Tip 3. This is related to Tip 2. Never throw your flank pawns forward early. Those are the pawns on the A and H ranks. You should also avoid moving the B and G pawns. It leads to a complete mess and loads of gaps and weaknesses. Tip 4. Never move the F2 or F7 pawn early. Unless you are a very high-level player, which you are not, you must not move the F pawns early. These pawns protect the king, and when they are moved, the king is in huge danger. Tip 5. Get castled as soon as possible. It is best to castle short, on the king's side. Do it as soon as you possibly can. Ideally, develop your knight first and then your bishop, and then get castled. Once you are castled, you are free to attack, and it is much harder for your opponent to beat you. Tip 6. Do not take your queen out early. This is a common beginner mistake. They think that the queen is powerful, and you can blast your opponents off the board. But if your opponent is not a complete idiot, they will see all your attacks coming and counterattack the queen. They can do knight jumps to attack the queen, and play discovered attacks by pushing pawns forward. Your queen could get trapped, but the most likely problem is that your opponent will get castled early and have an early attack with many active pieces. Tip 7. Just as it is a bad idea to mess around with your queen, it is also a bad idea to move your bishop or knight twice in the opening stages. This is not always true, because sometimes a knight can find a great attack, but most of the time it is true. Also, if you move your bishop or knight twice, they are much more likely to get attacked by pawns. Tip 8. After you castle, connect your rooks. Once castled, you need to make sure your knights and bishops are off their starting squares, then get the queen 1 square forward, and then connect your rooks. The more pieces that are activated, the better your chances are. The 2 rooks work best when they control one line together, either a rank or a file. Tip 9. Play fewer games and study more instead. I already mentioned the need to learn an opening, but you also need to learn the moves and tactics. Go to Lichess in the Learn section. Click on Chess Basics. It is so essential to learn all the basics. Tip 10. Do puzzles. This is similar to Tip 9. You need to do puzzles and practice before you play. If you're feeling tired or having a tough time, stop playing games completely and do the puzzles. The Lichess puzzles are the best because they show you exactly how to understand the elements of the game. Go to the Puzzles section on Lichess and click on Puzzle Themes. Play these regularly, and you will get much better. If you simply play games, you really won't improve much. Thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe and leave your questions and ideas in the comments section. Also, please send me a request on chess.com or Lichess. I will give free, specific chess advice to anyone who is a subscriber of this channel.